Phil.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Phil Friday. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched my previous video and my videos since about the update of St. Maarten after Hurricane Irma. I posted one back in June and it got a lot of attention and I've met a lot of wonderful people through it. Your comments were all appreciated, everyone who wrote to me. I thank you. So if you haven't watched that one yet, and you want to watch it, go for it, and come back to this one because this is Hurricane Irma Update 2. Back to St. Maarten in the end of October. It's been about a month, and so I wanted to get this out because they're moving so fast there right now that I know even the things I'm saying are probably already dated. But we're gonna do what my experience is like over the 2 weeks that I spent there. Now just to be clear that these are my observations and my views from my just experience being there and talking to a few people. So I can't say that they're full-on facts, but they are just my opinion. So take that as you will. Please, if I do make any errors, leave them in the comments because I'd love to know new updates or anything that I said that was wrong, and that way other people can see that as well. So please feel free to comment. Let's start at the airport. Nothing much has changed here since June. You're still gonna get off the plane directly and walk right up to the tarmac. You're gonna get into a bus, be taken to customs, and then you're gonna check in. It's very fast, it's very easy, and should not be a concern to anyone. They are working so hard on the actual airport, but honestly, I kind of enjoyed this experience of just walking into a temporary space, getting through, getting my luggage, and getting out. It was super fast, and it's not a reason to stop you from going, I'll say that much. So the airport is pretty much the same. Let's move on. Next, we're gonna stop over at Maho. Today, I'm gonna be walking through downtown Maho and give you an update on what's going on there. So seeing all the destruction in downtown Maho is sad, but seeing the construction going on in Maho is exciting. So while this place has been hurting, it's up for something brand new. And I think they're doing the right thing right now. So while Maho is no longer the place that we all love and remember, it is going in the right direction, and it will come back and be better than ever, I think. I think they're making all the right moves. While I was there, the casino reopened. So that was fantastic. A perfect timing. I got to see it right as it was opening. If you haven't been there in a while and you went in, you probably wouldn't even know the difference. There are a few new restaurants and a few new bars in that area. One place I spent a lot of time at actually was the Hole in the Wall, right in downtown Maho. And being a New Yorker, I kind of like hole-in-the-wall type bars, and this gives you that feel. There's a lot of great people. Actually, I went in there a few times on my trip and I saw the same people. So it allowed me to, as someone who travels alone, to have sort of some camaraderie. And the bartender there, Matt, took great care of me. So go in there, say hi to Matt, tell him Phil Friday sent you. I'm gonna pass Mullet Bay and I'm gonna pass Portocupicoi because I went into those in June. They are good, they are great, fantastic, go. Next we're gonna go into Terres Basses. Now, Terres Basses is a place where there's a lot of private villas, so those are all kind of being done on their own time when the owner has a chance to do it. So it's hit or miss when it comes to the houses there. Some houses are perfect, some houses are not. That is just what it is. The big difference at Terres Basses right now, though, is Baie Rouge. I am currently standing on Baie Rouge Beach in Terres Basses. Now, they have recently changed Baie Rouge Beach. There used to be, even back in June, there used to be some restaurants on the beach, and now they are no more. So this has turned into an absolutely clean, pristine, beautiful beach, but there are no longer chairs to rent or food or drinks. So it's become a very private beach in the sense that you need to bring everything yourself. It really depends on what you're looking for. Some people like having the beach chairs in the restaurant and some people want a more peaceful place. So if you're looking for a peaceful beach with no amenities, that's Baie Rouge Beach now. If you're looking for activity, this is no longer your beach. Me personally, I liked having the restaurant. I think there's not many restaurants on beaches in Terres Basses, and this was one place to get lunch, or you could buy drinks and rent chairs and all that. So it's really a personal preference, but don't come to Baie Rouge Beach if you want to be able to have lunch on the beach and buy drinks. However, if you want to bring your own lunch, bring your own chairs, and bring a cooler full of drinks, come to Baie Rouge Beach because it's beautiful.
From what I have heard, the bar that was on Baie Rouge was actually not there legally for a long time, and the residents there didn't like it there because they lived there and they didn't enjoy all the attention it got. So unfortunately, the restaurant did have to leave for the time being. I know that's going to be disappointing to a lot of people. It actually is a little disappointing to me due to the fact that Terres Basses doesn't really have any of those restaurants on their beaches, and that was one spot you could really do it. There's plenty of parking, but unfortunately, that's just the way things go. After that, we're going to go down into Marigot. Now, Marigot is on the up and up. It had a lot of problems, but Marigot had a lot of problems before the hurricane. So if anything, this has kind of given it a chance to refresh and to clean itself up. Tropicana has reopened. There's a few other restaurants in the marina that are open. So you can go into Marigot and you can enjoy it. There's also a new cafe that is open, and the Marigot market, which is still happening on Wednesdays and Saturdays, is happening, and it's lively and it's fun. So it's a great place to go if you want to support the locals there. Go to the Marigot market, buy some spices from the spice lady, and have a nice little afternoon. It's also right next to the ferry if you want to head over to St. Bart's or Anguilla. So Marigot, while it's not the perfect place right now, it is moving its way up, and I think we're going to see a lot of changes over the next few months there. As we keep going around the island, we'll hit up with Friar's Bay and Happy Bay.
I'm at Friar's Bay Beach now. 2 restaurants open here, which is a good sign. I've actually never been here before, so I can't say what it looked like before, but I think it looks great now.
Friar's Bay Beach is a great place for the entire family. The swimming's easy, there's plenty of restaurants for food, and you can eat and just play and have a really nice afternoon. Friar's Bay is located between Marigot and Grand Casse. You're going to turn down some pretty bouncy roads, so do be aware if you have 4-wheel drive. It'll be amazing if you're in like a Jeep. If you're in kind of a smaller car, you can still get there, but it's going to be a little bit slower. And if you're really up for an adventure while at Friar's Bay Beach, I highly recommend going down the path that's located on the north side of the beach. If you take the path, you can go all the way out. It's about a 10-minute walk, and you'll get to Happy Bay Beach. Now, Happy Bay Beach is a super private, well, it's public, but it feels private. It's a beach where there's no restaurants, there's no entertainment, there's basically nothing. So when you go out there, you're going to get a lot of privacy. Not a lot of people go out there, and you'll be able to swim, and it'll really feel like your own little private beach getaway. So I can't recommend that enough. You really should explore Happy Bay Beach as well as Friar's Bay Beach for lunch, and you can really spend your entire day at these 2 beaches.
Next, we're going to move over to Grand Casse. Grand Casse is still not doing the best. However, there are some new places opening up in Grand Casse. The Lolos are open in Grand Casse. The beaches are still beautiful there. So you can go to Grand Casse. There's no reason not to. It has some construction going on, and obviously it went through a lot, but the restaurants, there's definitely enough for you to do there in an afternoon. Next up, I did go into Anse Marcel very briefly, not enough to really give a full-on update, but I did see some work being done over at the beach, so that is good to see. It's always good to see work being done, because that means that it's going to get better sooner rather than later. When I was in June, lots of places I didn't see any work being done, so it was a little sad, but when you see work being done, it gets you excited. So Anse Marcel, I believe, is going to bounce back pretty fast and should be ready for the season. Continuing around the island, I went to Orient Bay next. This was super fun seeing Orient Bay. Bikini Beach Bar is open and looks gorgeous. Cacao Beach Bar was about to open while I was there. They were in the process of it. And some of the rules have changed at Orient Beach. when it comes to building things on the beach. So they have to build further back from the water, which is really nice because it makes this very long, wide beach. Looks absolutely beautiful. And once they get rid of the seaweed, which they will, this is going to be a phenomenal beach. I mean, it was before, but it's going to be even better. The restaurants have to build in a way that is more sustainable to a hurricane or bad weather. So the kitchens are built very sturdy in stone, and then the rest of the restaurant has to be built in a way that it can be taken down quickly. And this has allowed for some really interesting designs. I'm excited to see what goes on next at Orient Beach. I do have some sad information. Club Orient, the nude beach, is closed. They tried to reopen after the hurricane. They did reopen, but it just became too much to be able to continue on. So for the time being, Club Orient is closed. I know that was loved by many. I'm sad to reveal that information, but I have a feeling something like it is going to be put in its place. So we'll see. If you have any more information about that, I'd love to hear about it. So next I'm going to make my way down to Oyster Pond and Guana Bay. I did unfortunately not really go into any of the restaurants down there. I was only there to get some aerial footage and some drone shots, so I only saw stuff from the sky. So that's the only opinion I can have about it. But it was very green, it was very beautiful. There are houses there that are up and running. You can rent houses there, you can buy property there. It's a beautiful spot that I actually don't have much experience in. So I don't have much more information other than that it looks very nice from the sky. After Guana Bay, I went down to Philipsburg. Now, Philipsburg is looking phenomenal. It looks great. There's at least 4 cruise ships coming in at all times. They have the ability to handle, I believe, 5. So lots of tourists are coming through there and bringing money in, which is very recognizable when you're looking and seeing the area. The strip looks great. Plenty of restaurants open, plenty of things to do there. So Philipsburg, for the most part, is going to look very similar to what you saw before. And finally make our way over to Simpson Bay. Simpson Bay is doing awesome.
This morning I am hanging out on Simpson Bay Beach, and I'm over at Character, in between Character and Mary's Boon at the moment. And this beach is looking very nice, I must say. Plane's taking off behind me. The water here is beautiful. It's so easy to swim in. Waves are minimal. There's plenty of places to rent chairs, plenty of places to get a bite to eat, get a drink, take a long walk. It's probably one of my favorite spots here on the Dutch side, in the Simpson Bay area. So I'm coming up to Mary's Boon at this point, and Mary's Boon is a great place because if you want to do like a weekend trip, quick weekend trip, it's right next to the airport, so it's super easy to get to. And you could literally just fly in, take a cab over to Mary's Boon, spend 2 days there, and take a cab back, and you're good to go. It's a hotel, with bar, and restaurant, and beach. I'm at Buccaneer Beach Bar at the moment, or the beach right next to Buccaneers. It's a great little spot. It's popular. Easy to swim in because the water's really calm here. They've even blocked it off for swimming. So, beautiful place to bring the whole family. Then you can grab a bite to eat at Buccaneer Beach Bar, which is just going to be your barbecue food, just real simple beach food. It's really nice. They've got kayak tours and they've got some activity here. So the whole family can come down here and enjoy a day at the beach. It's not the most beautiful beach in the world, especially compared to some of the others on this island. But what it does have is it has simplicity, easy to get to from a lot of the resorts around here, and just kind of it's a fun place to be. You could put this beach somewhere else on a different island, so I wouldn't say it's the most spectacular place to be in the world, But for a simple afternoon, just want to sit out by the beach and swim in some really easy to swim in water, you can come down here to the beach outside of Buccaneer Beach Bar.
There are numerous places open: Toppers, Buccaneer Beach Bar, Red Piano, Top Carrot, Z-Best. I mean, everything is open and ready to go. And there's a new place opening called the Roxy Beach Club, which is going to be beautiful. So there's plenty to do there. Simpson Bay Resort is open. It's really going to be even better than it was before. So it's going to be a place to go during the day. It's going to be a place to be at night. I mean, you can pretty much just live over in Simpson Bay. So that's it for me from Phil Friday and my update on St. Maarten as of October 2018. The island's ready for you. I can't speak more highly about the island. It's ready for you to go to it. You really shouldn't have any sort of hesitation at this point to not go there. So for 2019, make a trip to St. Maarten because the people are excited for you. The island's excited for you. You're gonna have so much fun. And it really is a special place in the Caribbean, and I can't recommend you go more than I do right now. 2019 is going to be the place to be, St. Maarten. That's it. So thanks so much for watching. Please feel free to leave any sort of comments or contact me directly. I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love to hear your experiences down in St. Maarten and share them with us. If you like this video, please like it. Please share it. Feel free to send a comment. That's it from me. I'll see y'all next Friday.
Phil.